Hello and welcome to your daily oracle reading for Thursday, March 26, 2020. I'm Linda the Lightworker. How you doing? How you doing? Interesting times we're in. I know I kind of hate the word. I had a soul sister who kept saying, "Oh, it's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting." And it really just kind of made me angry. I was like, "Well, I want to hear a real feeling." And then she diffused my little anger, like, "Isn't it interesting how people are responding? Like, holy cow, look how I'm responding." Yeah, it is interesting. So it just really encourages me to back up and take a deep breath and really look at our situation as most positively as I can. So hang in there, little one. We're going to make it through this, but it just seems like we got to take it one day at a time. So let's jump into our cards. This is a general reading for all the zodiac, for everyone, everywhere. And it's about how we're doing. So let's jump into our cards. Our first card today is the Hierophant. Now I'm using the Wild, I love these cards, the Wild Unknown Tarot by Kim Kranz. And it's really a fantastic item. And I'm sure if you placed an order for it in Amazon to get one, it'll be here in probably 10 to 20 weeks. Just kidding. Okay, our first card is the Hierophant. Now, it's interesting because this card, that's a crow sitting on the key. And that crow, in Native American teaching of animal teachings, the crow represents the rebel and that rebel spirit that wants to call out, call out. Um, so, but it is the key of really tapping into that. Um, Energy, your inner rebel, but what are you going to use it for? Now is the time to deepen your process. It's perfect timing for you to take a class or to really hone in your energy into the best possible self-care. And we need support around that. So there are many free things. I'm finding so much free stuff online. So now's a great time to take a free class or to um, uh, sign up for a free seminar or a webinar or purchase one or do whatever feels right for you. But go deeper into your process. If you're doing a recovery program, it's a great time to work the steps and go deeply involved and to look at what's happening there. A wonderful time to go into your yoga practice or your meditation practice or to really focus that energy in the most positive of ways so that when this time period shifts, and one thing we know about the universe is that everything changes. And so this too shall pass, as the wise old teachers say. So sitting in that and using our time in the most productive way to really go deep within our practice, no matter what that practice is, it is a wise investment, and the time is now. And what I like about this card also is they see this lightning bolt coming through there. You're going to be able to tap into a lot of aha moments of like, oh, that's why I always diffuse situations with humor, or that's why I always respond with rage. Well, I mean, that's that interpersonal work of really looking at how we are and how we respond to future situations or that energy in general and how it's coming up. So it's a great opportunity. So our second card is this powerful Eight of Wands, which is all about that, again, that lightning bolt. That's an affirming lightning bolt of insight, sudden change. This is about news. Things might change again. We might find that more things are closed and it really will become a mandatory thing about us staying home. I don't know what's going to happen in the news, but this is going to come as news. This might be personal news for you, or this is about a sudden change that is coming. So just be ready for it. It can also be clarifying. You might get some insight from this lightning bolt of news. So pay attention. this is also a time, do you see how this circle is here with all of these wands together? This is the time of gathering your soul family. So what I find really interesting right now in these times as to who or whom, where are my grammar pros? Who am I attracted to? Who am I calling? Who am I reaching out to? Who is my soul family? Who is showing up for one another? It really is an invitation to look at where and reconnect with your soul family. So it seems so simple, but there may be acquaintances who you had a one-time encounter with, that you always really just connected with. You thought, wow, that's a great person, or whatever your thoughts were. You really connect with them. And that might be you're thinking of them now. They may be a member of your soul family or people. It's just really interesting how this, we're beams of light. And as our light reaches out to others, it expands. So it's interesting to see who are those other beams of light we're reaching out to and who are reaching out to us. And it may seem uncomfortable, but there are people who want to help each other right now. And some of us need to absolutely stay indoors because of a risk, compromised immunity system, or other health issues that might be prevalent. So really call on your friends, ask for help, because then they get a mission and they're able to do things. So remember, when you have the courage to ask others for help, it strengthens your circle, because those who are helping, they like to be helpers because you like to help. And sometimes we have to stop and remember that we have to ask for help. So just pay attention to that. Your soul family is really wanting to reconnect. And some of you already know, like, I know my soul family. I know you're a part of my soul family. So just remember that we're all interconnected. Um, the next card we have is the Five of Pentacles, which, remember, we had that horse yesterday that was weeping. Well, now today the flowers are sad. And this is about sadness, worry. It's often associated with illness, um, anxiety, overthinking. Uh, so the reminder here is that while there is this heaviness and these flowers just want to cry their petals away, anxiety and over worrying is counterproductive. It doesn't allow for, uh, no, I'm going to rephrase that. The worry and the anxiety, which is a go-to. Listen, we're in difficult time. It's easy. So many people are worried. Do I have it? Am I spreading it? What are we going to do for money? How is this? Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's so much worry and anxiety. And even if you're not feeling it yourself, you may be feeling it from others around you. So be prepared for if there is more news, because the card we just had was sudden news, and maybe that sudden news is about you with illness. Just remember that when we're able to dial down that anxiety and increase the meditation, increase visualization, increase watching an old movie and laughing, and increase surrounding yourself with joyful people rather than, and the joyful people, that doesn't mean that they're in denial. Remember, when you're sharing your joy, to have an empathetic ear and make sure that you're helping your friend be heard, and then gently increase the joy. As we really share this loving energy that we have with others, we don't want to deny how they're feeling. And this is true for you. If you're feeling anxious or worried, you're having fear, uh, or you've been diagnosed with something, uh, don't worry, little one. That's all I keep hearing. Don't worry, little one. That's all Spirit keeps saying. Um, it's time to watch a good movie and relax and put on the audio beats. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little verklempt. because I know there's so much fear and worry happening right now, and it seems impossible to quiet the mind, right? But we have to go easy with ourselves. It's been a difficult time, and everything we're feeling is valid. So remember, as we are all uplifters and light workers, look at me, I got my tissues right here, which is nice. When we take the time to meditate or to visualize the peace and the outcome that we want, especially if you're feeling strong enough to do this globally. I really recommend just starting with yourself and work small, but sometimes it's easier to go big. So however you're able to share your loving energy. But be sure to make sure your heart, you can feel that love in your heart. And remember that your life is important, and so is the person's life next to you. We're all equally important, and we are all connected energetically. Some people deny it, but it's true. It's true. We really can feel each other's energy. So when we're able to slow down and meditate and remember that my loving energy is connected to your loving energy, and to bring in, when we're able to slow that down, watch a good film and just relax, turn off the news, make a news diet, make sure you're getting important information, but don't consume yourself with it, because it's not going to help you. It will keep you at that level of anxiety. So now's the time to practice meditation. Make sure you're making something yummy for dinner. How wonderful we all get to learn how to cook for those who don't know how. It's really a pretty exciting time. And remember that humor and joy lift us up, and they really help undo the damage that over-worrying, anxiety, and overthinking can do. Because our final card in the tarot reading is this Eight of Swords, which is all about hope and recovery on the horizon. So we're going to get our way out of this, little one. Don't worry. We're going to make it through. It's about resting. It's about eating good food and taking care of ourselves and changing our routines. Isn't it interesting how we're getting more in sync on a different routine? People are all kind of working at the same pace now, a little bit different. It's funny, but there's hope. Hope is on the horizon. So hang in there. Good news is coming. And then our final card from the Denise Linn Sacred Travelers deck is we're trailbreaking. A breakthrough is at hand. So the more you're able to remember to slow down, rest up, handle the information that you're supposed to receive, you know, everything is in perspective. Like, it's interesting to see how things are. So it's all in perspective. So keep it in perspective, because things change. That's one thing we know for sure about this universe and the planet we're on right now. So if you're one of my new subscribers, or if you're just popping by and you're not subscribed yet, it'd be great if you did so. I was reading my YouTube analyticals. There's a whole separate app. And it's so interesting. It's so silly. It's all the funny stuff about it. But 30% of my viewers are not subscribers. So if you're one of those people who's just popping in today, thank you. Thanks for stopping by. And if you find something useful, please subscribe to my channel. But if not, just pop by another time. I really appreciate you coming here. And making these videos is helpful for me, to remind me to stay grounded and focused on this life path as we're just moving forward one day at a time and doing our best to live our life purpose and remember to take care of ourselves because that's our personal responsibility. So cherish your body, cherish your life and your loved ones, and then let that love that you have, that you want to share with others, just let it shine through. Just let it shine through your eyes or your smile. Say hello to strangers and just allow yourself to be that beautiful, beaming light person that you are. Okay, I love you, and I look forward to seeing you next time.